Hey guys, welcome to How to Live Your Style. I'm Sharrah, and today we are filming from my apartment, which if you've seen our videos, this may look kind of familiar because this room is kind of all over YouTube. Most recently in my mom's video on 3 ways to transform your bedroom. We actually went shopping all over San Diego. It was my birthday. So she bought me these incredibly beautiful, awesome gold leafed frames that were very expensive, but very beautiful. I thought to myself I could either keep them or I could return them for cash and DIY them myself. So the West Elm frames, 50 to 70 bucks a frame. Our DIY frames, only 25 bucks. Now that, girlfriend, is a steal. Or deal. It's a steal of a deal. I sound like my grandmother. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to get that look for less. So I started off with these inexpensive black frames from Target and just added a coat of adhesive called Gold Size. So on my first attempt on the first frame, I just applied the gold leafing straight onto the black frame. Now unfortunately, because the gold is so thin, it is literally almost impossible not to get little open areas on the edges. And since the frame was black and the gold is gold, the contrast just made the spots look really obvious and didn't look that great. So Greyson came to the rescue and decided to spray paint them gold for me so that if there were little spots that opened up, I wouldn't have to tediously be touching all of them up, and you couldn't really see it as much because it kind of blended in. Okay, now that our frames are gold, let's try this again. You just want to cover all of the edges of the frame with a coat of adhesive called Gold Size and give it about 15 minutes to tack up. Once your frame is tacky, just lay one of your pre-cut sheets of gold on the top of the frame, making sure that you have enough gold to cover the length of both sides. Run your fingers along the edges to make sure the leafing has completely adhered to the frame, and then slowly peel off the wax paper. You can smooth out any wrinkles or lifted edges that may appear with a soft, dry brush. Now just repeat this process until you've covered all of the edges on the frame. Now I'm going to warn you, this process is very messy. So if you see that you have gold flakes everywhere, do not freak out. I promise you're doing it the right way.
I love gold!
If you have any spots missing from the frame, just reapply more sizing to the area. Let it set for a few minutes, and then add on a pre-cut section of gold where needed. Once your frame is covered in gold leaf, take a clean brush and cover the frame with the satin sealer. You'll want to allow at least 12 hours for the sealer to completely cure. We also thought it'd be really fun to cover the frame matting in linen. Greyson did this project, but he lost his voice, so I am gonna tell you guys how he did it. First, you're gonna wanna cut the linen about an inch wider on the outside of the frame and on the inside as well. Next, add on an even coat of 3M 77 spray adhesive to the back of the linen and to the front of the matting, and give it about a minute to tack up. Then center the matting on the linen, sticky sides touching. When you flip it over, just use your hands to smooth out the wrinkles and your fingers to crease the beveled edge of the matting. Now just flip it back over and cut the corners of the linen all the way to the matting. Make yourself a template to prevent overspray. You can even use the piece that you already cut to prevent underspray. Add a light coat of adhesive to the exposed areas. Remove your templates and then begin folding the edges on the inside of the frame as well as on the outside. The inside corners are the most important, so make sure that the fabric here is tight and flat. When you're done, it should look something like this. So I filled these frames with a few of my favorite inspirational quotes and a few of my favorite lyrics from my soul sister. Anybody know who I'm talking about? Leave me your guess or your answer in the comments below, and no Googling if you don't know off the top of your head. Watching it. If you guys want a list of all the materials we used on this project, I will leave you a link below to the blog to check that out. And if you do try one of these frames, please, please, please post a picture and hashtag it HowToLiveYourStyle or HowToLYS. You can also mention us at HowToLiveYourStyle. Well, I hope you guys liked this tutorial on how to get this look for less. If you loved it, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time.